Hi angels, welcome to Earth Angel Energy. I'm the Earth Angel and today I'm bringing you another general message. I'm just going to tap into the energy and see what we get. And I do hope everyone's doing well, feeling very blessed. Okay. Do that in the reverse, but let's see how this shapes up here. Oh, okay. Seeing a lot of mental clarity here. 8 of Cups. Lots and lots of clarity, which is beautiful. Wow. Talk about clarity here. This feels like more of an energetic, kind of spiritual journey reading. I think for some of you, you're really starting to understand your story. You're starting to understand why everything happened. Yeah. Wow. And I'll always say this is one of my favorite prayers when you're asking yourself, why did these things happen to me? What is the purpose? What is my purpose? Just during your prayer life when you're talking to God, simply ask, God, help me understand. You don't even have to ask for anything specific. Just help me understand. And anything you're wondering about, anything you're anxious about, He will lead you to those answers here. Wow. Wonderful. Okay. I'm seeing this really strong energy of like just letting things go, like releasing, but like just outgrowing anxieties, outgrowing fears, outgrowing the things that we used to worry about, that used to hurt us. Like this is definitely either something you're working on or something you're in at this point where you understand everything. I don't know how to explain it, but I know like for me in my personal spiritual journey, I'm definitely in this energy right now where like all this stuff from the past, like I'm just not mad about anything. Like honestly, it's kind of like bizarre, but anything that used to worry me, anything that used to stress me out, like in terms of what happened in my past, things that are not impacting my life anymore. You know, that person that breaks your heart, that person that left, that person who ghosted, that person who hurt you, that embarrassing moment, like all of it is just kind of like, oh, I see. Fuel for your journey. Just very potent energy here. 3 of Swords to the 8 of Pentacles. Putting those hard life experiences to use. Seeing how it sharpened you. Seeing how it built you up. 8 of Pentacles. And like, look at this. So this 8 of Pentacles card. Look, they're all bringing like building materials. It's like everything you've been through is like part of the tapestry of your journey here. It's like, you know, that super hot guy or that super hot girl that you wanted, like, and not working out. But then like you find out that they were like a player or something, and then you end up meeting your husband or wife who's like better anyway. It's this really, there's a faith here and there's an understanding that like God has a plan for you. And now I think you're kind of either in this or you're getting into this flow where it's like you just have total faith that everything is happening the way that it should. It's like just kind of like sitting back and relaxing, you know, putting in the work, putting in the effort, moving forward in your life. But like, just no worries at this point. It's really interesting. And like, you see the 10 of Swords here, you see the 9 of Swords, but it's like, oh gosh, that hurt, but it was able to bring in something new. 10 of Swords is a painful ending. Ace of Cups is a beautiful, happy, brand new beginning. 9 of Swords is typically something that brings a lot of anxiety and fear, but making way for the 9 of Cups, which is like everything working out, wish fulfillment. Oh, High Priestess. Talk about manifesting, incredibly powerful energy. And I've talked about this before, but, you know, God, your angels, your guardian angels, they work off of love and faith. The more love and faith you give them, the more work that they can do. There is this beautiful, like, Queen of Pentacles. Emperor. Oh my, I'm very excited. This is beautiful, beautiful energy. And I have to say this. This channel 99% of the time, even if there's difficult things going on, the energy always comes out so nicely. Like, you know, you look at the Ten of Swords, but there's an Ace of Cups right next to it. Like, come on. There's balance in life. There's ups and downs, but there's very few times for my collective where the energy comes out and it's like everything is terrible. No, everything is not terrible. Everything is not going to be terrible. And I feel like sometimes people come to energy readings, you know, wanting to be told that everything is terrible and nobody likes you, but that's just not the case for my collective. I'm sorry. Six of Swords. You got to get rid of that mentality and like grow up spiritually. I'm sorry. Like, but I feel like a lot of you have. And, you know, 99% of the comments and the feedback I get are so positive, so beautiful. And I'm so proud of this collective. Like, I'm so proud of the energy. Because, you know, working with God doesn't mean that your life is going to be perfect. But it's going to be good. If you ask God for something, He'll give it to you. But so often, you know, we want people or we want things that are really not that great for us. We don't have all the details or we don't know everything behind the scenes. But I feel like you've got that now. Like, you're getting it. You're learning that. Oh, God pulled me out of that situation. It probably wasn't a great situation for me. God pulled me away from that person. It probably wasn't a great person for me. There's something here where you're going through things that for a person with no faith would be like horrible and devastating. But because you have that faith, because you have that love, you're coming out of it so quickly and you're relieving yourself of a lot of unnecessary stress and burdens. Knight of Wands with the Sun. Some of you are dating and you met a player. And you're like, okay, you're a player. I'm going to cut you off. I'm so sorry. Bam. Saved yourself a lot of pain and trauma. Dealing with burdens. Dealing with sadness. Once again, that Page of Wands, that epiphany moment. That Hierophant, learning from it, growing from it. And I'll say this. I can speak to this personally, but when you're kind of in the beginning of your spiritual journey, which for me, that lasted like around 2 years. That's kind of that testing period where you're going to be going through a lot. So it takes a while to kind of get comfortable and see it happen over and over, where you deal with a difficult situation, you give it up to God. You say, God, I know this is hard. I'm stressed. I'm nervous. I'm burdened, but I have faith that everything is going to be okay. The more you see it happen, the more it starts to become natural. And I feel like for a lot of you, once again, you see this fluctuation of energy where you really are trying to manifest a higher understanding, that beautiful relationship with God, where He can really guide your life and help you through any of life's challenges. But I'm seeing that growth here. Going through a hard time of being like, you know what? I have faith that everything is going to be okay. That person, that place, or that thing was removed from my life. I have faith that it's opening up space for something better. Oh my gosh, I'm anxious, I'm nervous, I'm stressed, I'm scared. But I know that God's going to deliver for me. Once again, putting in that work to have a higher understanding. Stay committed to this energy. Because you will notice the further along you get in this energy, the challenges become less and less. They become smaller and smaller. Not only are they physically smaller, but they feel smaller. Because you know that everything is going to be okay. And this is what I talk about when I really encourage people to genuinely build your relationship with God and go on your spiritual journey. Because it's going to be, you know, it's going to be like a testing phase in the beginning of like, you're going to be thrown some challenges. All of a sudden you have a beautiful relationship with God. You're full of that good energy. The devil usually doesn't like that. But guess what? He has no power in your life. But I feel like you're at this point now where you're burning really bright. You're glowing really, really brightly. And so you're bringing in a lot of good energy, but you're also bringing in a lot of tests. Keep moving forward. Keep having that faith. And also take account. Okay, I had this really scary or stressful thing happen to me last week. But here's the solution came, or the resolution came. Things got better. Keep track of those moments. And keep track of how you felt before you were delivered from that stress or from that challenge. Whenever you're in a place in life where, you know, bills are paid, I'm peaceful, everything is good, my friends are good, my family's good, everything is peaceful, think back on the moments before that peaceful moment. What were you stressed about? Should you really have been that stressed? I feel like right now you're noticing this pattern. So if I were to kind of give an estimation of where you are in your spiritual journey, You're like right smack dab in the middle of that really crucial testing period, and you're doing phenomenally well. Tower, once again, with the 10 of Cups, like, it's like a seesaw energy. Something bad happens. Can you show God that you have faith that he's going to deliver you out of it? Have that confidence. Have that belief. It's a beautiful energy. It's a powerful energy. And people often ask me about how I read cards. I read them literally, and I also read them spiritually. You know, and I see this really beautiful seesaw energy very clearly here. It's like a bad card and then a very good card. The Tower comes down to build up something better. Look at this. This falling Tower resembles this 10 of Cups a lot. Knocking down things that are bad, things that aren't good for you. 2 of Cups. To build something better. So this definitely feels like more of kind of like a spiritual journey check-in for a lot of you. I feel like you're kind of in that testing phase, but the more that you show God that you believe that he's going to deliver you, the faster he'll deliver for you. Because I always say this, you know, some people, when they decide, okay, I want to have a relationship with God, they kind of see God as like a genie. But God also wants to see that you're here for the right reasons. And he also wants to see that you're going to have faith, even if it doesn't show up immediately. It's a beautiful part of the process, because I think it's really easy to believe in something. If it's like, you know, I want $1,000 and it's immediately in your hand, of course you're going to believe in that. But if you're like, you know, God, can you help me pay my bills? And it takes like a week or two. But you're like, you know what? I'm just going to keep working hard. I know these bills are going to get paid. I know I'm going to be able to handle it. It's an interesting aspect that honestly, I don't even have all the answers to, but I've seen it in my life. Once I said, you know what, even if I don't see the answer right away, or I don't see myself being delivered right now, I know I'll be delivered right on time. And I always have been. It's a beautiful energy. It's a powerful energy. I think this is something that a lot of people are going through, but it really is the secret. It really, really is. So keep moving forward. I feel like you're already kind of in this flow and you're seeing how God works. I think it's exciting, but it's still a little bit nerve-wracking. But just keep going. The more and more times you show that you have faith, the more and more times you'll be delivered. And at a certain point, you'll be like, that's just how my life works. God's got my back. I don't have anything to worry about. And you don't. So keep going. You've got this. It's a beautiful energy. This energy might be coming in because there might be a challenge or two coming up. But I promise you'll be okay. I promise God has got your back. But I think you know that already. Just talk to him. I think he'll reassure you with actions, energy, that he loves you. And that, you know, he's not going to leave you all alone. That's what I have for you. Beautiful energy, like a nice spiritual message. I know this is resonating for all of us, especially for making some bigger changes in your life as well, too. This could just be big changes that you're a little bit nervous about, but God will hold your hand every step of the way. Beautiful. So that's what I have for you. I do hope this resonated. I hope this is helpful for you. You can feel free to check out one of my other videos if you like. You can check out my Patreon for exclusive messages and conversations. And of course, you can always book a personal reading with me if you'd like me to read the energy in your situation. Thank you so much. And until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you.